for the UDP's National Congress, that is the United Democratic Party, in case you never know. It's Saturday, and of course we are here. And of course the the delegates are here since yesterday, and we are going around to talk to some of the members. As you can see, officials are arriving, and of course we can just speak to the Honorable. Honorable, good morning, and thank you very much for talking to us this morning. It's day 2 of your Congress today. So far, what did you make of the event here?
So far, so good. We are very happy, with the whole process, the whole program, since the planning, the organization, and everything. And yes, like you said, yesterday was the turnout was very good.
Yeah.
And I'm even happier this time seeing the composition of the crowd. Of the delegates, which is about 1,060 people, we have seen quite a unique representation of youths. About 530 are youths. So this is a spectacular sight to see that youths are getting involved in the running of their affairs.
What do you think is the main reason behind that?
I mean, it means like more youths are getting more encouraged now to get involved into politics. And here they have a 50% stake. They don't have, nobody have to decide for them, how they want to be administered or not run as an entity. So they have the say, and they can actually tip the balance either way. So I think there's a good representation of our country.
All right. Today is day 2 of the Congress, and of course in the agenda is election day also, I should say. What are you expecting? And of course there has been the saying that more or less we are going to see the same faces on the executive level. Are you expecting any changes or difference per se?
We want to maintain stability in the party, and any unnecessary change, might be questioned. So we want to actually, like I said, going towards the 2021 election, want to maintain a stable governance structure. So unless somebody is not delivering up to their expectations, we don't think it's necessary right now to change that. Apart from that, like I was saying earlier, we have seen 50% representation of youths, both boys and girls, and they will have a say in how everything is conducted here today.
Talking about the 2021 presidential elections, one will talk about your candidate, and again I would ask, there's been saying that your, should I say your one time, or should I say usual candidate, that is of course the Honorable Ousainou Darboe, is going to be your aspiring candidate again for 2021. Can you confirm that to us? If so, why him again?
To be quite honest with you, even Ousainou Darboe cannot confirm that he's going to be the candidate going to 2021 come today. You will see through our process today, the executive result, everybody will come down, and there's a vacuum.
You expect someone to challenge his post?
Anybody is free to challenge.
What do you expect?
That's the whole idea. We want to encourage that. We don't, there is this overall understanding that Ousainou is a natural candidate to take us through to 2021. But it doesn't mean that it has to be the case. Anybody within the party who feels that they can do the same job.
What natural? Is it that
it's like any party in the world, be it the Conservative or the Labour Party or the Democrats or Republican, you have this natural leader, who without, if there's no problem, why change him? Unless if at all you feel like that leader is not living up to expectations, then you should change them. We don't. Most of us don't seem to have a problem with our leader right now.
All right. Not to, finally, Honorable. Of course, elections are normally tense. Do you expect a smooth conduct elections today, despite when there are challenges or whatsoever?
I expect this process to be as democratic as possible, no matter what it means. If there's tension, it's democratic. If there's no tension, it's democratic. But what we want is everybody to be free to speak your mind today. Today is the day that you have to decide how you want your party to be run for the next 2 years.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you too.
All right. Thank you very much. And as honorable member, of course, UDP's honorable member.
I think I need to interview him.
You can do that if you don't mind. That's honorable Alajes Darboe. No problem. Of course, who is one of the executive members, of course, of the United Democratic Party, but also a National Assembly Assembly member for the party. It's day 2 of your Congress, Honorable. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning. Tell us about your proceedings since yesterday to now. What did you make of the event?
Well, thank God, I think all the activities that we have programmed for yesterday, except few that we could not do, went successfully well. And we decided to bring those forward to today's program. And that will be the proposal for the amendment of the Constitution and then the Auditor General's report to finally adopt the financial report and as well as the auditor's report. So far those were, and the resolutions that's supposed to be passed, these were the few items that we are not covered as far as yesterday's program is concerned. And today we are looking forward to continue with today's program, and that is the nominations and elections of the new executive members.
All right, you are of course the acting, secretary, or should I say, administrative secretary of the party, and you delivered your report, and other reports also were delivered before the delegates here. Do you think the reports would be, endorsed by the delegates after today's reports are also presented to the members here?
Yesterday's program, 3 reports were presented. The last Congress report as the 2018 report, which my humble self presented, and then the activity report by the Secretary General and the financial report by the Treasurer. So far, the 2 reports, the 2018 Congress report and then the activity report, were adopted by the Congress delegates or yesterday, and then today we are looking forward to the adoption of the report of the financial report of the auditor, when the Auditor General also presented his report.
Good. Now, let's talk about today's events. You talk about nominations and elections of your members, so that's the executive members also of the party. Tell us about the process. How will this happen? What are the normality that you always put in place to make sure that you have a smooth conducted election?
We are looking forward to a very smooth election process as we witness the constituency congresses across the country. There were no hitches. I think I would say fairly dialogue was entertained, and then people saw interest, but when the engagements were made, I don't think all the constituencies encountered any problem. Most of the position, I would say, went unopposed as a result of the positive moves they made in their dialogue processes. And that happened during the regional congresses as well. We had the constituency congresses a week before the regional congresses, and then the regional congresses also went smoothly very well. My humble self, I went to preside over the regional congress of LRR and URR, and the 2 places that I went to all went very well. They entertained dialogue among all the aspiring candidates, and eventually consensus were made and all positions went unopposed. We are looking forward to similar things to prevail as far as the National Congress is concerned.
The last time you conducted your Congress, somewhere there were a lot of talks around, and of course agreement here and there. Going ahead to today's election, can we expect anything different?
Well, what we experienced in the constituencies and then that of the regional congresses, we anticipate if the constituencies and the regions could go smoothly well, we hope so, the same thing will prevail at the national level.
In terms of the members, again, there's a saying that, reports have been saying that, or should I say, unconfirmed reports saying that, probably UDP are going to maintain their same executive despite elections would be held up. What would be your response to that as an executive member?
Well, what I'm saying is that what happened at the constituency level and as well as the regional level, people aspire for positions and dialogue was entertained between the 2 or more aspiring candidates. Eventually consensus were made. If that could happen at the level of the constituencies and that of the regions, I look forward to that to happen in the national level as well.
Okay. Again, of course, on your agenda I've seen is a road to 2021 election, the Congress, and then talking about elections, you talk about, your candidate or presidential candidate, as the aspirant candidate. Again, your natural candidate has been the Honorable Lawyer Usainu Darboe. Of course, we understand you're going to elect your aspiring candidate today to inform Gambians who's going to represent the party at the elections. In this case, should we expect somebody to challenge the Honorable, or are you going to maintain him again this time around?
No, it is not at the Congress where the flag bearer of the party is elected or selected. That is at the level of what we call the selection committee of the party. Well, people could say Honorable Darboe is our choice, but the right body that will determine who will be the UDP's presidential candidate, that's vested on the selection committee of the party, not the Congress.
So there's nothing the Congress can do with regards to the your candidate or presidential candidate?
Yeah, it is not the Congress that determines who should be our presidential candidates. Of course, people can make their opinions that we want so and so, but the right body to do so is the selection committee, not here.
Okay, in that case again, what would be your response to those that think, in as much as you're yet to confirm or do your selections, it has already been said around that the right honorable, if I should say, or Darboe is going to be your candidate. Can you confirm that, or probably you have other options on the table for the party?
That could be their opinion, but what I will say, the due process of the party will take its course.
Going ahead to today's process, and tomorrow, what are you looking forward to?
Pardon?
Going ahead to today's program and events here, and to tomorrow's final day, what are you looking forward to? What are your expectations?
Well, I'm looking forward to the same thing to prevail as it happened yesterday. The second day of the Congress would go smoothly well as we had yesterday, and looking forward to a very successful rally at Buba Zone tomorrow.
Honorable Alaji Darboe, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
That is Honorable Alaji Darboe, the National Assembly member for Brikama North, but also an executive member of the United Democratic Party. So we are here at the Paradise Suites Hotel. It's day 2, and you can see delegates are arriving. And of course, with me here are my colleagues. Of course, Mariam Cham is around. Of course, Omar is also around, and they see we're going to together do this job. So I'll allow Nay to take over, and she will be going around talking to the delegates here about the events here happening today. And of course, tomorrow there'll be a big rally at the Buva Zone. We'll also talk about that, as you heard from the Honorable Alaji Darboe. Nay, you can take over.
Okay, aparaka bake Amadou Mbadingolu annal badi malende sise ko ma yaaje nyamen bim talenti be pentamin hol la UDP la National Congress hol be kerimbi so be min kala dum be dum naka foko na ngamul nginen ka about their feeling today so be min kala nga fota nyaato ngamul nginen ka Assalamu alaikum.
Jakundi ba
mune si jambi
bakaw kaci kala biyo foy wudi kayro me yen si jande
alin so demande ma sis
mune si jamero bi
biyo fu maka wala UDP la kayro me yen si jam nata o kayro bayndi lo ya dabo noma nata kayro men na wala mo alma kayro gidal ngal ma bankula kayro men tala ma len sola nana to mo men tala ma mesul mo be solal
tayen ko mo ko ko valentin kana solution sai tala miro dia na mani fla ko bitala mani balero be selection ko ni 2021 election
ni men ka wadinte na balo ni na sondo moye mendina alla man sula no ya kam la fonni sira ya kamala wonni fla ko be
ya baraka ba
enta sija
okay baraka ba okay mbadi ngona kan ka bi sainte da mo benda ko tan nan so medun na la ngamul ni ko tan ero jodi madu
ito musse jasira boja
sida mune si jambi
usenna kuole sija
so itala miro do amana ko nyin 20 no jumani balero be sele so kono
abra ne bandero be sele so kono na Allah taala
na dia Allah taala so ite dum bi le milero okay assalamu alaikum sister ito di madu
Khadijatu Mane
Khadijatu mune si jambi
bi kay alhamdulillah ambe congress la so bi de mun na tilifula njawati kanana nja so kontane ta bake ko mu UDP di ngolati kayitande ko kabrin I am 1996 up to now mbe UDP le andu ngaje ko to lampatite mi yalon ko alafta nyim banko la nyaato tal ngalon fanan ko to lampatite mi yalon ka se nyim banko bonni ko la yakono because ngaje le na nyaato ko minu be nyaato imu mollete min yalon ko Gambia di wala moti andu Gambia le sula andi lafta Gambia le nyaato tal so yaaje ko fondinkel ni musulu ani Gambia di ngol yo batwa min kono e itolla kato be wolte pour ka wo bonni Gambia di ngol kan andu ngalon nako ni ngata Gambia di ngol e banko di na nyaato ko la mimbe ko Papa Hussein Dawo kata ko ongol Amadou Nyolo ani jama min yalon ko bebi je e banko bitalal bayri tol mum wollete min yalon ko e bala fa sotole andu na nyaato ko mum wollete min yalon ko ay buñani horomo sota ay buñani horomo di Gambia di ngol la hani muddini wote aka buñani horomo le di la buka jutu mola so mo sifa lafto ko leader sifa la na banko kan mi yalon ko ay musul kalamuta ay dinimo kalamuta ay banko dingol be kalamuta ay bala fa soto e pour ke tandi ko ila banko la mo ndey nyanta nyala ko ila banko la mo nyanto soto le la banko kanne so o kamala bi na congress wala ko deke na ka ni 2020 congress kadun 2021 election ko so wala yen si jambi comme ikake nyamin doro abe luwala ko congress ke alhamdulillah kontare ta baake o ko wani na so
mono mi tala jiki dar mi den din 2021 election wala
2021 ntebe jikirin ko be banko tala because ngajala ko Gambia dingol komito baake UDP party yalal andu lafto mini yalan ko manna UDP party ka yenana because itolle nyanta banko ni sambala nyaato nin tuta modol no mini yalon ko malla fi banko la interest la abe kala nya ko ma selo de anon sa sanjitta lulu anin jelu silan hani bi bango be ta kan koma sa dawda na tala ya ay first step ta so mini bulata no me nyanta katala le wo step ni ya continue bari manya na muru ndila backward anon no bango be ta kan backward pour banko ta forward nyanta ak fayla UDP le anon ngalon ko Gambia di wori jamal be je mini yalon ko ya kalamto ko UDP la sa nyumba ko sama no nyaado so njikita ko 2021 ning inshallah rabbi ni Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sonda be banko taala inshallah taala ko pareta
baraka wage sister okay comme badi ma yaye nyamen dum silan dum ben assalamu alaikum ito wadi madum
ndo Sheikh Susol
mune si jambi
ngata na president la bongolo ko
okay
to mo idi bela jalo
so sexy se oncle se vitala mi mira dum be den 2021 election wala
do jël na miro mitije bakale ku wala ku tere usene da bu taje tere na sama state house tere
so dikitala ko usen dawa
willa ko wala ha
okay abaraka
al mukira sontal wo mo ngani yodi ndum mo do ngani yodi mo dal ben pasa o kan taben doa
okay abaraka wage okay maadon comme ga yamoy nyamen dum ko yidi beso fotal ko isontala ko andi jigitala ko 2021 election o dawo kanyero kala hani kabe meduna ngam mo ngi ka ko take assalamu alaikum
alaykum salam
bro le todi madu
de Bori Touré
mna ni si jambi Bori
nara congress ni nara
congress ni okay mna mi la jigida be den 2021 election wala
2021 election o be gagné bala expect menta fo 55% ñom solla second round na solla ndol la karola ko ba winnale be pomo be pare wala birinjam fo koyna be pare wala
ko ma to la jigirati dum
wala na jigirati
okay sen mbede ni congress la bilam congress la so itala miro de tano ko juma bi lo congress te del hamu juma la kam pour mi yelo as flag bearer of the UDP
do gambe kay ko be senar ne avec mo kenabaldo sen da wala sin banko bonilombe statement of thank and mo be left wala international community left wala mo be left sen da wala pro atega flag bearer
so sonta wala ko mi bidu ngatal be la flag bearer
ya sonta wala an ala ke don wala fana be
okay abaraka wa ke mbadon ko mariam mo nyamen da nyin ko ata sonta la ko sen da wala be la UDP la flag bearer ti okay assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah da alhaji sanya
mun ci jambi alhaji
de naran na mansa na future president nata wala ko wala jam dum na jele ka fako by all men inshallah nadiyata alay men niyoji lam waselela laftale pour na sikandi 2021 nayebori nayedon state house
so
inshallah
so muna jiki ko so daje ko 2021 election am UDP bakanyere ke muna jiki dati de dal
non del nan lodu la long UDP nena manke parti te mu yala kamuru ko male UDP nyaato rek because UDP mu parti le mu yalon ka fako a nyongote kere Gambia be rekoto atelem so wo no two man ka fa ko UDP jiko bi jafati je
okay barka wake ab sen du sister do fanam felenti mbata ngay sister ngi nga kan du nga ja fana yelo la tan sister bi ñaar le to di ma
mi jandron to mo Aisha Fati leti
Aisha Fati mu ne sande jambi
mi nati nan jam wolon ka lungo min batu wolon biti congress wolen samana janto
okay sai comme ya fa nyame congress mbe deni kon sai la miraro to congress felenta ba kerim bi jumala be am bi jumala select as UDP flag bearer tel miraro to bi
mbe min select la UDP as a flag bearer mo be yalo ne wala the right honorable lawyer Ousainou Davoti wala am na choice and wala Gambia la choice
okay sai mun be ni dal miraro wala tel mi dal miraro de mbe den 2021 presidential election mun mi la xame ko tije dal
na xame ko ni 2021 election ni abita nyami ngajalo ko abela kunale andu inshallah victory be kelantel letate nyaali ya moy wiwu doron al salon ko UDP lem na alfanu mi be nyaato janto min keta ya Ousainou Daboti ada yatum Mariam Yamsek ani adonyol be ni ala sonta 2021 be futandila state house kono la inshallah rabbi
abaraka ba gembale ko Mariam we nyame de sista nyin ko na la moy wi asalon ko UDP lem okay
jërëjëf Ndeye jërëjëf si kàllaami Mandinka fi mu nekk nii ne ñu ngi dugg si biir nag pour ñi nga xamante ne ñu ngi seetaan ay Africa TV te dégguñ maanaam làkki Mandinka bi incha allah ne leen lifi na ñu ngi leen a wax rek ñuy fii nii tey si penc mi xool si congrès yi UDP bi fi mu nekk nii ne ñu ngi dugg si biir.
No, dama ko war a soppi léegi si. waa text ma
Assalamualaikum. Laajte question tey naka ngeen gisee asalaamaaleykum oncle naka nga def ak nu tudd ak foo jógee.
maa ngi ñëw Serekunda West. man ma tudd Mohamadou Sallah. waaw Mohamadou Sallah.
Mohamadou Sallah foo jógee.
Serekunda West.
Mohamadou Sallah naka nga gisee tey congrès UDP bi fii tey.
Well, it's very impressive. kontaan naa ci bu baax a baax it's going well. tey mooy second day bi opening bi démba tey ni ñu continuer di lifin réponse yi continuer so ak élection si tey la then it's going well amul benn problème amul benn hëcc so far alhamdulilah.
léegi lan nga expecté pour mu lii si congrès bi fii tey lan nga expecté si congrès bi.
well tey li ma expect everything dina dem as plan ñu tànn suñ flag bearer tànn suñ officers yi pour various post yi te loolu gën a import surtout flag bearer boobu gën a import. That's the most important one.
Asalaamaaleykum yaa boy mën nga ñëw wax naa nga tudd ak foo jógee.
man Kumba
Singade foo jógee.
Latrikunda.
man ci Kumba naka nga gisee tey UDP seen congrès bi fii tey. lan nga expect.
congrès bi de moom ñu ngi ñaan si yàlla ñu commencé ko si jaama ñu motale ko si jaama. congrès bi kay tey xanaa ñu def ko si jaama rek mu neex rek waaw.
tey lan nga expecté tey lan nga expecté si tey mu commencé.
lu may expecté mooy rek mu neex rek ñu def ko si jaama rek waaw jaama mooy yëpp.
nga def ak
man Balo Kañu.
Balo Kañu. Am nga Balo naka nga gisee tey UDP seen congrès bi?
Amul borom dafa rafet te niñ ko bëggee am nañ ko noonu parce que nit yi bari nañ amuñ benn problème te liñ wax yëpp lu am solo la.
noo gisee am na ñuy wax ne si yeneen parti yi ne UDP dañ jël nit ñu bari jëlee leen si différents dëkk indi leen boole leen moo tax ndaje bi bari lan nga am pour wax si loolu.
xam nga lii congrès la constitué dafa war a ici représentatif ñoo xam ne dañu war a ñëw ñu toog waxtaan affaire yi parti bi soo du nekkul ne KMC ñoo war a def les West Coast ñoo def ñii waa Gambien si ñoo ko moom Gambia ñoo moom UDP te congrès Gambia ñoo ko moom ñu nekk waa UDP loo tax faana bu nekk ñu jël fa kilifa juróomi xale ak juróomi jigéen ñu dajale toog waxtaan loo xam ne lu war a yóbbu parti si kanam lu war a yóbbu léegi si kanam looloo tax. jërëjëf.
Why is this Congress so significant, Mr. Sane?
Thank you very much. In the first place, I must express that Congress are normally mandatory in organized systems, especially organizations like ours, which is a political organization. And the rules of the game so decides that after every 2 years, we should go to Congress. By our constitution, we are mandated to go for Congress after every 2 years to not only select the leadership of the party, but also to review on what activities have taken place in the past, reflecting on the achievements, the shortcomings, and probably some of the recommendations that we'll make for a way forward into the future. And coupled to that also, we satisfy a mandatory regulation that we should be together so that the general membership will discuss the affairs of the party.
Okay. UDP being a party that people usually said it is the biggest opposition party in the Gambia, and your Congress, you holding your Congress today, which is the second day in a row. I saw on your this thing you said road to 2021. What is your optimism about the 2021 elections?
The optimism is very, very high. I wish to probably take you back to the comment or your statement that UDP being one of the biggest oppositions. In my opinion, in this situation, I think you will have to explain or qualify that a bit. But then I will not belabor much on that. It's a special discussion. But like you asked, our road to 2021, victory is certain. I want to add that to it. Knowing that the powers or the membership we have behind us, not just supporters, but the membership we have behind us, and also the programs that UDP has in place to transform this country speak volume of all the prospects for us to win in the coming elections, which will be in 2021. So it is no doubt, there is no doubt. So, but it needs programming, it needs setting up plans and also operating on the plans. So this probably is part of the beginning of the process to lead us to victory in 2021. So we have it clearly outlined, and this is what we are working on. We have our programs, our policies, all our plans set in, in a more formal and regulated way, so that we do not only take politics in the traditional meet and disperse way, but we have tangible programs that that actually embedded in our operations. So not probably just politics for fanfare or politics for just entertainment or ambience. No, this time around we want to take politics to the next level, and I think this is very eminent, and this is very, you can see that very much clearly from the build-up to this Congress, and when the Congress started yesterday up to today, it is not business as usual, and I'm sure you have seen the difference very clearly. So this is what is leading us, and we are so much optimistic, and we are working on it. We are not going to take anything for granted, neither are we complacent, but we are going to work to get our victory by 2021.
The NPP, which is a new party that is formed and has not yet been launched, is indeed a concern for your party, because NPP, we've seen the tour that the president is on every time we see people cross-carpeting from other political parties. Don't you think NPP is gaining ground than the UDP? Come 2021, they may form the new government. What's your take on that?
Thank you very much. I think that is interesting, as you put it. But like you said, yeah, we need to be cautious of them. We do not underrate any political party, and I don't think we need to. We are a professional organization that is characterized by a lot of expertise in-house, and the experience is there. A party of over 25 years of existence. I'm sure we have learned a lot in the past, and I think of over 22 years or over 23 years. But then what is more important is we don't take any party for granted. Probably you mentioned NPP. I guess you should have mentioned also GDC and APRC, which probably could be bigger contenders that we need to watch better because of obvious reasons. So, but like you said, NPP is a force to reckon with. Fine, it's your opinion, but we will take it like that, and I'm sure we will work towards meeting NPP in the polls, and the polls will decide. But like I said, to put it straight, the cross-carpeting and the whatever is normal in politics. And I'm sure if we are to talk about cross-carpeting, we really will agree that UDP is getting the most of it. You go to any corner of this country, people are cross-carpeting. Probably, new parties will take pride of that because they want to show everything out. But I'm sure you have seen the volume of people that are now coming to UDP, not just as blind supporters, but of course with a reason that UDP is the party that can deliver, that UDP is the party that will take Gambians to the promised land. So I think that is very clear. Not only to have people cross-carpeting as members or as supporters because of fanfare, but we have the material. It's not about, Gambia has changed, and I'm sure a lot of people know that. People who understand issues will know that it's not about just belonging to a political party and you go around making the singing and the dancing and all that stuff, but it's about making Gambia like any other country in the sub-region and in the world, and that's what UDP can do because we have the material inside.
You know, and that's why people are coming, and people of substance, for that matter, are coming. And I'm sure a lot of other people are on the way coming, just for your information. And that will tell you who will win the votes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Are you done with it?
fi mu nekk nii nag Rugilo ñëw na Rugilo mu nekk maire Banjul bu dundoo asalaamaaleykum anti Rugi.
waaleykum salaam Jangha.
naka nga gisee tey congrès bi anti Rugi.
xanaa kontaan rek waaye nag gën a kontaan ci yéen sakama yow mii nga xam ne jigéen nga te téye mic bi.
anti Rugi tey la
mal dina jërëjëf. waaw di la wax ne bu leen ko bàyyee de gis nga bàyyee ko mic bi rek yow ngay téye play. waaw bàyyee ko phone bi rek yow ngay téye mic bi.
tey lan nga expecté pour mu génne tey si congrès bi lan nga expecté say.
soo bëggee xam suma honest opinion moom mooy rek di am yaakaar ne suma parti bi dinañ ma jàppale si man li nga xam ne moom laa dee advocate mooy ñu dugal jigéen ñi bari si executive bi parce que comme ni ma dee wax rek opposition political parties ñoom ñoo nekk government in waiting so tey ma seet na suma parti bi dinañ wane seen bopp.
waaw tey nag gars yi ñu wax ne road to 2021 road to 2021 boobu lan la miin tey si parti bi tey.
waaw mooy ne suñ parti bi rek 2021 la ñuy dem State House foog naa loolu rek la de ndax dafa am leneen lu ci nekk.
am ngeen yaakaar bi ne yéen moom 2021 daal UDP mooy dugg State House.
waaw on a serious note UDP grassroots party la to be very honest and man li ma wax rek ñu try ñu def election bi campaign bi yëpp with dignity soo gisee may day advocate loolu every time mooy pour ñemeloo jigéen ñi loolu moo tax may day wax ne nañ try lu ñoo def ñu def ko ak dignity su ko defee jigéen ñi nga xam ne dañu ragal te des gannaaw ñu mën a ñëw sa maas gi yow am nga sañ-sañ bi war ngaa mun a nekk dara ci réew mi war ngaa mun a dem ba nekk président sa si réew mi te man loolu laa bëgg a gis si jigéen ñi jàppale suñ ndaw ñi bu baax a baax a baax a baax loo xam ne waxi Malick Lo mënu ko tey man bëgg naa gis yow ëllëg nga mun ko te am naa yaakaar ci yéen.
waaw fu mu nekk nag ñu ne exécutif bi dañ ko maintain lan nga wax si loolu ndax loolu noonu lu taxaw la wala li nga xamante ne daal taxawul ndax ñu ne ndax UDP daal tey dañoo maintain seen exécutif bi dañoo def pour formalities ba select leen seen exécutif ba pare lan nga am pour wax si loolu.
waaw loolu mënuma cee wax because ku nekk xam na ne man I was not an executive member so su comme wax yi mel noonu man dama ci dee bëgg a maan bi ma ñëw pour xool waaye dinaa la xamal ne man waxi Malick Lo comme li ma dee wax su ma gisee loo xam ne doxut dama ko mun a wax waaye su fekkee ne it's not UDP ñoom amuñu raay pour wax ne dañoo maintain anything suñ maintain executive nga xam ne nit ñi seen boppa ñoo am parti militants yi ñoo leen wax ne nii lañ ko bëggee waaye li ma wax rek mooy buñ jiitu paaka ci mbaram nañ xaar ñu seet naka la suma parti bi doxalee tey. dina
jërëjëf kooku nag moo nekkoon nag Rugi Malick Lo oh happy birthday
ma la bëgg a mere.
happy birthday.
thank you very much jërëjëf.
nit ñi nag ñu ngi commencé nag di ñëw ba léegi nag fi mu nekk nii tey ñu ngi am fii nii keneen asalaamaaleykum yaa booy naka nga tudd ak foo jógee.
maa ngi tudd honorable councilor Abi Bangoura. Banjul leen dem waat laa jógee.
naka nga gisee tey congrès UDP bi.
congrès UDP xanaa sant yàlla ànd naag tey ak dal ak respect ak fonk luwaa bi parce que UDP ñun loolu rek la ñoo wiyee luwaa bi foog ñu respect ko li suñ njiit bi fa respect luwaa bi.
te lan nga expecté si congrès bi tey.
congrès bi daal dañ ko commencé mooy bisimilah rahmaani rahiim te xam naa tey tamit alhamdulilah rabil alamin lay nekk ñun suñu nekk dafa ànd ak dal.
UDP nag ñu ngi ne road to 2021 yéen lan ngeen pareel si loolu maanaam lan ngeen miin si loolu noonu soo ne road to 2021 lan ngeen si jëm.
préparé boo xam ne mooy wane ne ñun 2021 rek soo déggee yu rek UDP.
kon léegi yaakaar ngeen ne daal State House moom yéen ko moom. 2021
suñ cumukaay pour 2021. borom tànk bu rëy bu la yaree riir bu rëy mën a laajate daal ñun foofu lañ ko wéer jërëjëf.
jërëjëf comme ni nga ko waxee ba léegi rek nit yaa ngi dugg nii ba léegi ñuy nii pour ñëw ba lifin seen congrès bi maanaam ba tey rek ñu xaar pour indi leen li nga xamante ne tey mooy xew fii nii fii si congrès bi. asalaamaaleykum. oncle naka nga tudd ak foo jógee.
maa ngi tudd Pa Ansu Ñas Ñambaay Ward Kansulo ma may Kansulo Ñambaay Ward biir Kama.
Ñambaay Ward.
waaw.
oncle naka nga gisee tey congrès UDP bi tey
xanaa dégg rek xam nga comme ni ñu koy constitutional right la pour every party every 2 years ngeen oote congrès waaw so congrès boobu noonu moom moo fi indi tey waaw xanaa sant yàlla rek.
waaw UDP nag ñoom ñu ngi ne road to 2021 road to 2021 boobu noonu lan la firndee tey ci congrès.
xam nga road to 2021 ñun yàgg nañ dañ yàgg si road bi wante xam nga road bi dafa refoon time boobu noonu léegi-léegi da ngaa nekk di road wën rek xam nga the road was rough but now the road is smooth we are going to show them ne UDP de ma ak UDP tey is the same UDP de.
waaye xam nga UDP yaa ko dee di ko wax de road bi dafa rof so 2021 bi yaakaar ngeen ne daal yéen a
moo tax si am ñeneen outside boldly ne 2021 UDP by force.
ok mu ne 2021 UDP nii by force comme ni nga ko waxee rek encore naka nga def ak noo tudda
jël ko nga dem ci saabali ci biir
Hello, good morning, sir. Yes, we wanted to have a word with you, please. We are here. It's the day 2 of the United Democratic UDP's Congress today. Tell us your impression of the event since yesterday tonight.
I think that it came at a very good period immediately after these by-elections. It has gone to reinforce the confidence that the UDP has in itself, and its methodic approach to this meeting, which was concluded very well yesterday, and now we are waiting for the nominations. It promises a lot in how we will get prepared for 2021. And it came at a time when we also hearing rumors that the former president of Nigeria, Jonathan, has arrived to help us in order to get our constitution on the rail. I think this is a big shame for us
because you remember at some point when this was rejected, I did come on the TV to warn the president that if he really wants to have a legacy, what he should leave for the Gambia, more than all the roads he's trying to build, is a solid constitution, a reform of our security services, and also all these commissions that are meeting. Barrow will be remembered much more for that than this campaign of going and saying that he's building roads and infrastructure.
Is this a sign that the president is responsible for the failure of the draft constitution?
Of course, he is responsible, but you remember, he denied it with you when I said, because he wanted the 5 years not to count, and he influenced all the members of parliament, let us face facts, that they shouldn't vote. Even if he did not tell them, they knew that by refusing it, he will be happy. And this was the reason why they celebrated after losing the election. But when he realized that now Europe is no more paying for ECOMIG, the French are no more going to pay for it, ECOMIG is going away, he went in order to get support from Nigeria. And that is not even yet solidified. The president arrived and he given priority to 1 month's tour of the interior.
Now, having Goodluck Jonathan here to trigger a discussion, do you think there's a way out for bailout in the situation? Is there any possibility to revive the best constitution, as many would say?
With all my respect for Jonathan, we could have solved these problems ourselves. You remember in my interview, I said I was very proud of Halifa Sallah because despite the fact that he was not in UDP, he was among those who voted for the constitution to be approved. He voted yes. And day before yesterday, in order to try to salvage the constitution, he went to parliament and he wanted it to be revived. But you see, Gambians don't respect one another. Whatever the case may be, I'm UDP. Halifa Sallah is a boy. But I respect the gentleman. He's a real nationalist. And what he wants is for us to revive it. If Halifa Salah's proposal has been approved, we will go back to Parliament, and if we get the support of Barrow, we will have our own national constitution, and nobody will have intervened. And I'm telling you this, if we do not try very quickly to have security reforms and to have our own national army taking care of things, and our police and everything, and our president being guarded at the palace by Gambian soldiers and policemen, we will not be respected in the outer world because we will not be considered as an independent country.
Very well. Now, just finally, on today's event, you talked about nominations and the elections.
Yeah.
Now, what are you expecting on that?
I think we will carry forward the former executive, and definitely Dabo will be elected to represent us as a flag bearer. That is my hope, and I think it is only.
You will endorse that?
It's only too logical, of course. Dabo wants to consolidate his party, bring it in a position of winning, and then see to it that he installs a very solid democratic government, and that would be a proof of all the years of struggle to have a free Gambia. So I definitely go along with it, and the majority of go along with it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'll see you. I'll see you because I want to give you a special interview.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. And of course, we are still here, and we want to go to town and talk to different people here in this Congress. We all equally want to talk to the ladies and yes. Of course, I'm still looking around. Maybe I will talk to this lady here now. Let's have an interview with her. Yes. kii moom dafa muy daw kii muy daw can we have a word with you ñu wax ak yéen naka ngeen def naka nga tudda Hadi la moo tax nga ñëw fi tey
ngir ñëw rek teew si congrès nga UDP moom mooy loolu te Ousainou Darboe daf ñu ko jaral waaw te na luta easy this year tamit
not easy depuis démb yaa ngi fi
non démb nag ñëw
tey naka nga gisee bés bi
kontaan naa trop décoration bi nice na nit ñi teew nañ te am na nit ñi des tamit
am ngeen yaakaar 2021
waaw am na yaakaar
jërëjëf Rohey meyo la ñoo weyal ñu happy birthday That's the mayor of Banjul, Rohey Malick Lowe moom la ñoo weyal noonu happy birthday and we still want to go around let's talk to this young man here ñu wax ak bro bi good morning nakam maa ngi fay naka suba si alhamdulillah naka tudda Mohamed Fati lan moo tax nga ñëw fi tey tey dama ñëw witness history comme ni ko waxee Mayor Bensouda ak Congress of Substance Congress bu nga xam ne musuta am si Gambia and so in the political periphery of the Gambia UDP
jama ke mo ma ti ara le adon ni ara fonda
wa alaikum assalam imam kan
albere kanyan tajeta so ya ko mandi bi banke kan mu